So I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals a lot lately. I'm having a lot of fun playing the game. But as I play the game, I have noticed something about the character I play, that being Spider-Man. I noticed that Spider-Man badly needs a buff. Spider-Man, for people who don't play Marvel Rivals or don't play Spider-Man, is a duelist and a dive character. But even with that, he feels like there should be more to his kit. Spider-Man's kit, for people who don't know, is he has three swings that allow him to traverse throughout the map, and they also work as web zips that allow him to shoot forward towards any direction he points at, if it's low angled. He has a web pull, which allows him to grab any enemy and pull him towards himself, and he has two uppercuts, which allow him to forcefully uppercut any enemy and shooting up in the air and dealing damage to them. And for his base kit, he has punches and spider tracers that allow him to deal extra damage upon being triggered. However, for anyone who plays Spider-Man knows he can only kill like only a single character at a time. And I do know that that is his intended purpose. However, other dive characters like Iron Fist have no problem fighting and dealing with multiple characters at a time, whereas Spider-Man struggles to deal with more than one character at a time. If there's two duelists, two strategists, or just even a single tank in a room, he will most likely lose the fight. And the only way he can actually get a kill is if there's just a bunch of low enemies in the area and he pops his ultimate. However, it is he can kill multiple enemies. Team composition such as Venom, the Venom team up, or having certain strategists like Luna Snow be there, so Spider-Man can just dive in more often. Now, as someone who plays Spider-Man and has reached Gold and Lord with him, and as someone who knows the Spider-Man tech, such as how to keep momentum, how to one-shot tanks, Spider-Man needs a buff or even a rework. Spider-Man during game is always running low on his abilities and needs to recharge after a single encounter, which is annoying and not helpful for the team. Now, name a character where you are fast, you can kill off enemies quickly, and relying on agility is your main source of damage. And when I think of that, I think of a pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies. Now stick with me here. This has a point, I swear. In the old game, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, it's a hero shooter like Marvel Rivals, and in that game, there is a hero called Pea Shooter. He works pretty similar to Spider-Man. He's used to deal off with lower end characters that don't have as much HP, and has great agile and speed with his abilities. However, there is a difference. Pea Shooter has techniques and abilities that allow him to do more than just that, and provide more to the team than just simply being a dive character. And I believe Spider-Man can be more than just simply a dive character who deals a moderate amount of damage. That's why I believe he needs a buff. In addition to that, Spider-Man feels unnaturally balanced, so to speak. Now, this would naturally be fine. However, in Marvel Rivals, there are options to balancing all the characters to make them OP, or just extremely strong. And fortunately for Spider-Man's case, that works against him, since he feels too balanced in a game where every hero is ungodly strong. I made my case on why Spider-Man needs a buff. What are my suggestions on what he should receive as a buff? For number one, I believe that increasing his charges, such as his web swings, his pull move, and his uppercuts would greatly increase, maybe by one or two. And increasing his spider tracers by one or two as well would be a great way to buff Spider-Man. Second option is if Marvel Rivals don't want to buff his charges, how about giving him a small rework to his kit? I believe giving him the ability to web zip around. I believe they should give him a web launch like in Spider-Man 2. That will launch him far into the distance while knocking back any opponents away, giving Spider-Man not only more value for the team, but also give him ways to save his other abilities for more situations. In addition, I believe he should gain a regenerative ability like Iron Fist, as Spider-Man tends to not really work the best with strategists. It's because only a couple strategists can just auto-kill Spider-Man, while a lot need to focus and actually aim down their sights to attack Spider-Man to heal him. And if Spider-Man had a way to generate his health naturally, I feel like this could make him a lot more survival worthy, giving him more opportunities to deal damage and get back in a fight quicker, instead of relying on health packs all the time to regain health quickly. Thirdly, if Marvel Rivals does not want to change his charges or give Spider-Man a small rework to his kit, I believe at least a universal cooldown of all his abilities would be greatly appreciated. His ultimate receiving a cooldown, his uppercuts, web zip, and pull receiving a cooldown be greatly appreciated, as well as a cooldown on Spire Tracers. I feel like this would make Spider-Man way more effective in combat and giving him more room to breathe if he messes up, and giving Spider-Man a stronger case to be more useful to his team, and giving players more opportunities to pull off Spider-Man tech such as the insta-kill tank method I showed and talked about earlier. Now that I've pleaded my case for why Spider-Man should get a buff, and now that I pray the devs see this and give Spider-Man a proper buff in Marvel Rivals, because Spider-Man needs it.